Hello, 726. December update here. Just want to go over a few items and get it out to the membership. First off, I hope everyone's got all their stuff ready for whatever holiday that you're celebrating. Please make sure and make those good memories with your family. That's basically what we're all here for. So I want to start out with some stuff from this month in labor history. In 1906 marks the first sit-down strike occurring with General Electric, done by the International Workers of the World. In 1907, 361 miners are tragically killed in a coal mining accident, making December one of the worst months for U.S. mining history. 1924, the passing of Samuel Gompers, who was one of the members that worked on the Wagner Act, and he was also the first president of the AFL. And then finally, in 2009, the NNU was formed, uniting nearly or over 150,000 nurses organized. Some news from the IFF. Looks like President Trump signed the Honor Act, which is expanding and recognizing cancer as a line of duty deaths for firefighters. This bill was the bill that was pushed through in Utah earlier this year that took collective bargaining rights away from firefighters, police officers, teachers, and other workers has been reversed after a huge backlash from workers and communities within the state. More local news. We had the Holiday Gala last month. The membership raised over $105,000. Thank you so much for everyone that participated, that donated, that went out and got things to donate from members or members of the community or different agencies out in the community. The list of people that could be thanked is so long that I can't really say one name without recognizing another. So if you were involved in that, thank you so much for helping this local and the community members that we're going to serve with that money. To touch on the grievances and ULPs, as that seems to be a hot topic as of late, just to give some updates, we have dates with PERC set in early June. The local is going to continue to discuss our position with the commissioners as we work through this process. That means it's ongoing, and we'll continue to meet with them to hopefully get them onto our side. And just because those dates are set with PERC in June doesn't mean that we're waiting for that to come about a resolution. We are working it through other angles, like I said, through the commissioners. There's grievances out as well as other processes that we're working through. An update on the non-uniform bargaining unit. We're in the middle of negotiations for that whole of that bargaining unit. We have finished all of our proposals, and we've exchanged them with the district. They've sent us ours, we've sent them theirs, and now we're in the process of sliding things back and forth with the district. The runners, I think I've said this before, have voted to join 726. They'll be folded in with the non-uniform bargaining unit, and we're working through that process with those contract negotiations. If you have an opportunity, remember that those members, and I mean that as the non-uniform bargaining unit as a whole, those are our sisters and brothers within 726. And I think we can all say that we'd like to maybe offer an opportunity to embrace, bring them into the fold, say hi, invite them into your station for dinner or for lunch, or even to sit at the table for a cup of coffee. And that's not just the runners, that's every single person that comes through to fix the bay doors at your station, to unclog the sink, to come in and work on your laptops or your electronic devices from the IT division, or you'll even see the public educators come through to conduct public stuff in your station. So take the opportunity to embrace those members, because they are our sisters and brothers. Another thing that's come out as of recent that we've got a lot of questions about was the negotiations philosophy document that everyone has gotten a hold of. Remember, this is just a philosophy that the district is putting forward. This doesn't change our ability to collectively bargain. This doesn't even change our labor contract. They can say they want to start at the 90th percentile, and that's fine. That doesn't mean that's where they. That doesn't mean that's not where. That doesn't mean that we end there, and they can't say, "Oh, our policy says this, so we can't go any higher." That's not how that process works. And it also speaks to red circling, and we've heard some of that. I've heard some questions on that, so I just wanted to clarify. Take a look at the red circling portion of the document, and it does state that their intention to use red circling is only during collective bargaining and when there's unrecognized members or unorganized members that they find to be outside of that 90th percentile. So that doesn't mean that if you make more than whoever or whatever, that they're going to hold you, or that they can't give you a cost of living increase or whatever because it's above what they consider to be the 90th percentile. Remember, this is just a philosophy, and it doesn't change the agreement that's in place. Moving on to the benevolent committee. We are working with a bunch of different members to move the benevolent committee away from the executive board and make it its own entity with its own policies, its own constitution and bylaws. And they are going to be looking for some more help. So if that is something you're interested in, if you'd like to participate in Coach for Kids or for MDA or for the Holiday Gala, please contact Brother Jonathan Brown. He's the point person for that right now, if you are interested in participating within that committee. Other things that we're looking for help with is the 2026 Fire Ops program, which is going to be on March 19th and 20th in Kennewick. And that's where we'll bring out members of the community or elected officials and give them some fire service training. They'll be out in bunker gear, in the heat, in live fire, handling hoses, forcing doors, working through vehicle extrication, so we can really give them an idea of what our job entails. So they get the real training. But what that means is we need people to go along to chaperone with them. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, please get a hold of one of your shift reps and we'll get you on board. New union officers elected in the month of November. Secretary Treasurer, Brother Sean Cuthbert won by acclamation. The second vice president position, Brother Jonathan Burgos won by acclamation. Non-uniform, Brother Jeffrey Rutherford is their new representative. For A shift, we got two new members, Brother John Hurdle, Brother Justin Degani. For B shift, Brother Philip Murphy. And the Chiefs bargaining unit rep will be Steve Richards. We do still have one position open on Delta shift. So if you're interested and you're from Delta and you'd like to get on with the executive board, please at least bring a nomination in a second to the bargaining meeting at the end of December. Upcoming events are the new members conference, which is May 19th and 21st, and that is also in Kennewick. If you are 5 years or less on the job, this is kind of a introduction to union membership. It gives you a lot of the basics, talks through what it means to be in a union. It talks about a lot of the benefits that we have, and maybe getting your feet wet on some of the issues. This is available for members of any bargaining unit that meets that 5 years or less on the job. So if you're one of the mechanics, if you're one of the public educators, you don't have to just be a firefighter to qualify for that. You just have to be on the job for 5 years or less. And we're gonna send as many people as we can to that. It's a really important conference for us to send people in to really get their feet wet and started on with the union. Other conferences that are coming up are the Washington State Legislative Conference, and that's on June 26th and January 26th and 27th, and that's in Olympia. And we really need members to show up in force on that. That's one that's got I'm saying this one first because it's probably the one that has the most effect and is the most important if you were going to come out and work with it. These are the lawmakers that represent the district that our fire department resides within. And really, they are the people that make the choices or write the laws for the presumptive illness to protect collective bargaining, or really just the stuff that's the most pertinent to members of Local 726. Your pension is another good example. And if we can bring a whole lot of people and just fill the room that those lawmakers work in, it really goes a long way to demonstrate just how serious we are about that stuff. The other one is the IFF Legislative Conference in March on the 9th and the 10th, and that's in Washington, D.C. We like to send folks out to that as well. It's the same as above. This is the one above on a more national level. So they're kind of 20,000 foot level things. Remember, I mentioned before the IFF news, the act signed by President Trump that moves cancer as a presumptive illness on a national level. So that's a huge win, and that comes through our members showing up at these conferences and participating. That's everything I have for the update today. So please just get out there, make sure you're having a good holiday season with your family. Be safe out there on the job, and have a happy new year.